All right, so today we're going to look into something
Okay.
pretty cool, I think.
Yeah.
We're talking hair transplants,
All right.
but not the kind that you might immediately think of.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
basically hair restoration, but without having to shave your head.
Interesting.
And this is what our deep dive is all about.
Okay, cool.
Today we're looking at a podcast from the PROFUE Hair Transplant Clinic.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That breaks it all down.
That's a big concern, I think, for a lot of people
It
who are
is.
maybe thinking about getting a hair transplant, but are really apprehensive about that drastic change in appearance
Absolutely.
that comes along with it.
Like the whole shaved head look.
Yeah.
So for those who might not be
Yeah.
totally familiar with it, maybe we should back up for a second, just go over the
Yeah.
traditional approach
Yeah.
and why it usually involves shaving.
Yeah, so traditionally, hair transplants involve shaving both the area where the healthy hair is being taken from and the area where it's going to be transplanted to.
Right.
And that's because shaving gives the surgeons a clear view of the hair follicles,
Okay.
which are the tiny little bundles of hair,
Yeah.
so they can very carefully extract them and then implant them with precision.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
But that's where this new approach comes in,
Yep.
called no-shave hair transplantation,
Hmm.
which you might also hear it called partial shave FUE.
Oh, interesting.
So I'm kind of curious about this. Can you tell us a bit more about how it works?
Yeah, so basically, with no-shave hair transplantation, instead of shaving the entire donor area,
Okay.
the surgeon strategically shaves just a small hidden portion so they can kind of cleverly conceal this section
Right.
by the surrounding hair.
Oh, wow.
And this makes the procedure much more discreet.
Wow. So you're saying you could potentially go and get a hair transplant
Yeah,
and nobody would even notice.
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a game changer.
That is a game changer.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking, wouldn't concealing the donor area make it
Yeah.
harder for the surgeon to,
Yeah.
you know?
It's definitely more technically challenging,
Okay.
but experienced surgeons have developed really specialized techniques
Gotcha.
to ensure that they can still be precise even with limited access.
Okay.
So think of it like they're doing microsurgery
Hmm.
with a tiny, highly focused tool.
So it sounds like the benefits here are pretty clear.
Yeah,
Discrete procedure, faster recovery because there's less shaving,
right.
and natural-looking results because the transplanted hair just blends in with your existing hair.
Exactly. Exactly. And yeah, you mentioned recovery.
Yeah.
So with the no shave, you're looking at minimal downtime.
Okay.
Patients can usually go back to their normal activities within a few days,
Wow.
whereas the traditional transplants might require a longer recovery period.
That's a huge advantage for people with busy lives.
Totally.
Now, I think you mentioned earlier that the no-shave might not be suitable for everyone.
Yeah, it's not for everyone.
Yeah.
While no shave can be really effective,
Yeah.
it's not a one-size-fits-all solution.
Okay.
So if you're looking to transplant a really large number of grafts, then the traditional method might be the better option. So it really depends on the extent of your hair loss and your individual goals.
So it sounds like having a consult with a qualified surgeon is
Yeah,
super crucial to determine the best approach.
absolutely.
And this PROFUE hair transplant clinic sounds like they really prioritize
Yeah, they do.
that patient care, which is
Yeah.
reassuring.
Yeah. They talk a lot about their lead surgeon, who has over 11 years of experience, and all their procedures are done in a sterile, private hospital environment
Right.
to minimize any health risks.
And I was pretty impressed by this quote from their surgeon
Oh, yeah.
who said, "Our focus is always on our patients. We aim to deliver top results every time."
Wow.
Really emphasizes their dedication to giving quality care.
Yeah, for sure.
But, while this clinic sounds great,
Yeah.
wouldn't you say that it's always best to do your research and compare multiple clinics before?
Always, yeah.
You know?
Absolutely. Thorough research is key when you're considering
Yeah.
any medical procedure.
For sure.
And also, it's worth noting that
Yeah.
the no-shave procedure can sometimes be a bit more expensive
Okay.
because of the specialized techniques involved.
Right.
But the discreet nature of it and the quicker recovery
Yeah.
might make it worth it for some people.
Totally. That's a good point.
Yeah.
So just to recap,
Sure.
no-shave hair transplantation offers a discreet and effective way to restore your hair without the dramatic shaved head phase.
Right.
It's not for everybody,
Right.
but it's definitely worth looking into if you're thinking about a hair transplant.
For sure.
Yeah.
You know what I find fascinating about all this is how This advancement in hair transplant technology could potentially impact societal perceptions of hair loss and restoration.
Interesting.
So as the procedure becomes less visible,
Yeah,
could it lead to maybe more open conversations about it?
right.
Less stigma surrounding hair loss?
That's a good question.
It's definitely something to think about.
It is.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on the show today.
Absolutely. Anytime.
Yeah, it's been great having you.
Thanks for having me.
All right, we'll see everybody next time.
CS.